squad.
Yeah, when you start at 7 o'clock and see that Pittsburgh and Virginia have won, Clemson lost, so they drop down in the standings. Miami just trying to keep pace in the ACC, trying to chase an ACC regular season championship. Louisville in red, Miami in white. And we are underway in Coral Gables. It's the Hurricanes that start with the basketball. What a game they had here Monday night. Duke in town, awesome crowd, and they put on a show and show that they mean business in the ACC. Foul on the floor against Sidney Curry.
Screen and roll defense is going to be huge in this game. Miami runs a lot of ball screen actions for their guards, whether it's off of screen and rolls or pin downs. It's something that Louisville worked on really hard today, but right near out of bounds underneath.
Norchad Omier opens the scoring. Take a look at this Louisville starting lineup. Cardinals have struggled all season long. In the 109-year history of this proud program, they have never lost 21 games until Tuesday night. Offensive foul called against Mike James. 21 losses, the most ever suffered by a Cardinals team, and yet you're at shoot-around today, Malcolm, saying you would never know this was a 3-win ball club.
No, there was a lot of energy, and again, look, this Louisville program, we know the history, we know what the standards are. I spoke with Kenny Payne about that, and he said, look, these guys, that has been the message all year to them. They were in here, though, again, getting after it, trying to prepare for a Miami team, Jay, that has been really good at home.
Hurricanes anchored by Isaiah Wong. He's making his 100th career start in a Miami uniform tonight. Jordan Miller, floater, doesn't fall. Tapped around, grabs his own rebound, kick out, Pack a three, and he hits
it. Second chance points. In particular, Miami, if they get an offensive rebound, you must get back out on the three-point shooters. That's something Kenny Payne and staff was concerned about, defending the three-point line.
Contested three, trying to answer off the mark. One thing Louisville can certainly not afford on the road is a slow start. Wong, step back, and it falls in. A friendly roll for Isaiah Wong, and it's 7-0 Miami early.
Shoot-around was 2 o'clock this afternoon for Miami. Isaiah Wong was in here at 1 o'clock. First guy in here getting shots up for an hour before shoot-around, pick-and-roll situations, and then also catch and shoot. That's what the best do. They continue to work on their craft.
Here's Nijel Pack. He's formed a pretty strong dynamic duo with Wong, and Wong drills a three of his own. 10-0 Hurricanes. Timeout Louisville.
Well, I said he was an hour before shoot-around working on his shot. One of the best players in college basketball, Isaiah Wong, on fire early.
We love our new home.
There's so much space.
But we have ants.
Expired. Expired. Expired.
It's a lot of house. I hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
All right, everybody, it's 2 of any of these for just $6.
Can you get a Dave single with a 10-piece nug?
Yep.
How about 2 Dave singles for $6? And that's class.
Sit down, Toby.
Sorry.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy.
Jim Larinaga in year number 12 with Miami after an Elite 8 run a year ago. This team seems poised for another deep run in March.
Yeah, some similarities to that team last year. Nijel Pack obviously stepping in and filling some of the production that Charlie Moore gave them. But I think they're a little deeper this year. When he goes to his bench, he does not lose much.
Coming out of the Kenny Payne timeout, Louisville hits a three through Ellis. He's been the brightest spot offensively in what has been a dark season for this Cardinals team.
His last 15 games, Ellis, 17 points a game, 5 assists, and posted 2 steals. He's been playing at times really well. Unfortunate because, again, they struggled to win games, but Ellis has put up some pretty good numbers.
Withers lost the handle. Miami has numbers in transition. Pack, wide open 3. Can't connect. Wong there to clean up the spill.
Well, that right there, I think, shows the progress that Isaiah Wong has taken under Jim Larrañaga. Again, makes a good read in transition, makes that pass to Nijel Pack. But then he gets after it on the offensive rebound as well. So, again, he's a guy that is making good reads and then doing a little bit of everything for Miami.
Ellis keeping Louisville in it early. He's got all 6 for the Cardinals through 2 threes.
And the thing with him, look, you know he can score. Albeit that last pick game, it was a little bit of a struggle. But prior to that, his assist numbers have gone up as well. And he's also a guy that can shoot from anywhere on the court and score on all 3 levels.
Isaiah Wong, so crafty. He's already up to 9 points to lead the Hurricanes. He's so fun to watch.
He really is. Kenny Payne, though, talked about not trading buckets with teams.
Now, right now, they're trading buckets with Isaiah Wong. He's got 9 himself. All ACC player for sure. And he's got a great supporting cast to go along with him. Top 20 team of the nation, showing why early. Undefeated at home, trying to stay that way. Isaiah Wong and Nijel Pack have Miami in front comfortably early, Malcolm Huckabee. And those two of the best in the ACC when it comes to the backcourt.
Yeah, you look at the numbers. Obviously, Virginia got a huge win at home today versus Duke, but that NC State backcourt as well, too, for Quavion Smith. But when you talk about 2 guys that can score with the best of them, not just in the ACC, but in college basketball, Isaiah Wong and Nijel Pack, 2 of the better guards in college basketball.
A lot of good, talented backcourts in the ACC, but you could put Isaiah Wong and Nijel Pack up against any of them. Louisville dug themselves a 10-point hole early. Shot clock down to 2. Trainer gets rid of it just as the buzzer sounds and connects.
And that's a great jump stop, a little floater in the lane. He got up, great elevation and nice body control by Trainer.
Here's Jordan Miller. Tees up Poplar. Miller in attack mode. Splits 2 defenders off the window and in.
Nice decision that time by Miller not to settle for a jumper. That's great touch.
Ellis pull up pop. Can't connect. Offensive rebound. Sidney Curry. Count it. Plus the foul.
This right here has been problematic for Louisville. On the defensive side, that time, again, a breakdown. The help is not there, and Miller's able to get to the basket. Back on the other side. That's a really big-time offensive rebound put back by Sidney Curry.
You were saying right before the break, Kenny Payne does not want to trade buckets, though. You know, Louisville's done well scoring in this stretch, but Miami's made 3 in a row. Poplar, deep 3 in transition. Saved by Wong. And Louisville has it with Kamari Lance. Trainer lines up a 3, too much on it. Poplar up ahead, A.J. Casey all alone, and he slams it home.
Kenny Payne not happy with their transition defense that time, unbalanced. Again, they got a pretty good look offensively, just missed a 3, but it was good ball movement. But then on the back end, as you said it again, trading buckets, and I think it's how they're giving up those buckets. Straight line drives, that time breakdown in their transition D.
Go inside again, and another opportunity for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. This time, Mike James.
Well, this right here is the imbalance. Kenny Payne again. Somebody has to get back to break up that fast break by Miami. And then right here, the and one, a beautiful curl cut. And one. And Jay, look, at times Louisville has shown flashes. I go back to the Pitt game for the first probably 8 to 9 minutes of that game. They're tied, doing some really good things offensively. The problem now has been, though, on this side for Louisville, defending the three-point line and then containing dribble drives off of pick and rolls like this.
Wide open off the mark from Poplar. And Louisville has struggled all season to consistently get stops on the defensive end, even when the offense has shown those glimpses you were talking about, Hawk. They're tied at 14 on Tuesday night at Pittsburgh, and you lose that game 91-57. Ellis into the lane. Nice hesitation, goes up, and makes it a one-possession game.
And I'm going to say it again. It's a shame. Again, they've struggled, but Ellis is one of the better scoring guards in the ACC. That's a beautiful reverse pivot. And then the touch that he has shown that time, put on the brakes. Shot it high up over the defender.
Bensley Joseph into the game. 12 seconds to shoot. Norchad Omier. Great low post move. Norchad Omier. What a boost he has been to this Miami team.
And I like that recognition by Miami. They like that matchup. They get him isolated on the wing and on the post. And because Miami has 4 shooters out on the perimeter, really difficult to double.
Louisville has made 6 of their last 8 shots. Dug themselves in a 10-point hole early, down 10-0. They've clawed back. Trainer, good look, can't connect. And a foul called on the ensuing rebound against the freshman Mike James. He's frustrated. His second. Percy Miller checks in for James.
I like what Percy Miller did right there. He denied the ball to Isaiah Wong, just trying to slow this Miami offense down, but again, taking it out of their best player on the court right now, their ball handler, Isaiah Wong.
And the 3-up Wong steps in and hits. Isaiah Wong, a perfect 5 for 5 from the floor to start this game.
He is tough. Once he gets it going again, he is one of the most difficult shot makers in college. It doesn't make a difference what type of defense you're playing on him. If he gets hot, he is just so difficult to match up against.
Foul called against Wong, off ball. He's got 11 in the Hurricanes, an early 7-point lead.
I'm a screen-addicted tween.
Best in college. Right here, though, this is the improvement. Improved three-point shooting, been out early working on that, and then his playmaking, his ability to get on the offensive glass or create for others, but make no mistake about it, that he is one of the best scorers in college. Right now, he is on fire early. Louisville's going to have to try to take him out of his game. I like what Hershey Miller tried to do on that last possession, tried to deny him the ball. But again, once he gets it going, he is really difficult to stop.
You see a perfect 5 for 5 from the floor, 11 points. Scoring right now, not the problem for Louisville. They're 6 of 11. That's really good for their standards this season. Ellis right on cue, drills a 3. Makes it a 4-point game after they fell down by 10 in the opening minutes.
Well, he is, again, been a guy that has been able to score for Louisville. And he also is a guy that can score on all 3 levels. Right here, though, showing off some great range. Again, good spacing by Louisville. And then that's a deep 3 by Ellis. And right now, Well, after the hot start for Miami, the timeout, they've responded, and now they cut this deficit on the road to 4.
Now, this is when you hear Malcolm say Louisville has shown you flashes this season. A lot of people look at the record 3-21 and go, what flashes is he talking about? This is it. On the road, top 20 team. They got down 10-0 early and have continued to fight. Obviously haven't done it consistent enough, hence the record, but you look at Kenny Payne, and certainly a frustrating first season at the helm of his alma mater, but calls that timeout after they go down 10-0, and his team has responded on the road against one of the best teams in the ACC.
Yeah, and when I walked in here for their shoot-around, again, the energy still was the same as when I saw him the first time. The attention to detail, they were going over this. They know this is a big opportunity for them on the road. I think the biggest thing that has plagued them, a couple things, the turnovers. That really has been an issue for them. And then defensively, there's been breakdowns. Guys just not following the scouting report, whether it's picking up a three-point shooter or hedging on a ball screen. But they have shown flashes for 20, 30 minutes during the time in games at times, just not a full 40.
And you mentioned the turnovers. They turn it over there, third of the game. And Nijel Pack can't cash in the other way.
And it's simple, Jay. They came into this game in ACC play, Louisville, 132 assists, 205 turnovers. And again, numbers don't lie. It's really difficult when you have that lopsided of a margin where you have more turnovers than you do assists. It's difficult to win at home or on the road. And once they clean that up, as you see right here, they have some guys that were talented enough to score in some length at all the positions. Key thing is that's been the theme with Kenny Payne and staff, the little things, the turnovers, and then understanding the defensive assignments and game plan.
On a 6-0 mini run, the larger run is 21-12 in favor of Louisville. They've fought back in this game. Can't get the stop there. A thunderous slam from Norchad Omier.
What a pickup he has been, though, for Jim Larinaga and staff. Undersized. It doesn't make a difference, though. Bigger guys, smaller guys, and he is just so powerful.
We're going to call 3-second violation on the freshman Emmanuel Okorafor.
Jay, this guy right here, last year Sun Belt Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year, Norchad Omier. I joked with Coach Larinaga and staff and said, certainly you don't want any football guys around him because he is a guy. There's not much body fat on him, and he is certainly one of the most powerful players, not just in the ACC, but in college basketball.
They go right back to Omier, and he hammers it home again.
They need to check the rim. He might have loosened that one up right there. Beautiful ball screen action and pass by Isaiah Wong.
Hard to the hole, an immediate answer through Jalen Withers. Back-to-back, big-time jams from Omier. Do you go back to him a third time on this possession?
Well, I like this matchup. Again, they went to it before, but they're going to do it off of some ball movement.
This time, Miller getting to the rim. Miami once again has made 3 in a row, shooting 65%. Louisville turns it over.
And this right here, again, Isaiah Wong. That's a beautiful pass. Check the rim. Norchad Omier, so powerful. And this is the movement that Miami, again, makes them so difficult. They have 4 guards out there, Jay, that can pass, shoot, and then also make plays off the bounce, whether it's in the mid-range or making passes.
Quick trigger, and he drills it from deep. Nijel Pack, his second three of the night.
And that's an overhelp. Again, you're talking about one of the better three-point shooters in the ACC, and Nijel Pack. You can't help off of him. If that's your assignment, you have to stay connected to him. That time you overhelp. Wong makes another nice read. Beautiful pass to the corner.
Trainer running out of time. Lands 2 on the timer. Has to hoist it. He does. Too much on it. The follow jam, J.J. Trainer.
Well, he struggled against Pitt. At Pitt, 0 points in that game. He's got 4 early, and that right there, elbows above the rim. Great offensive rebound and putback by Trainer. Really impressed with his length and activity on both ends.
Harlan Beverly rattles in, doesn't drop. Miami had made 4 in a row before that miss. Louisville desperate to get a stop against the Hurricanes team, shooting 64% from the floor. Okorafor in traffic. Got it to go against Omier.
And they rave about Okorafor, and that's a big-time seal. And I like the post-entry pass. Again, it's all set up because of the spacing for Louisville, and then again, you're going up against a guy that's really strong. That's a nice seal and finish.
Jordan Miller trying to get that left hand free. He does, and he knocks it down. Here's Hersey Miller. Under 10 to shoot. Lands. Line drive to the rim, but he missed it. Louisville down 10 early. They are battling back against number 19 Miami on the road.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
We've got a terrific triple header for you tomorrow on the ACC network. And ACC women's basketball starts at noon with North Carolina and Boston College. Then a top 20 matchup between Florida State and Virginia Tech at 2. And the third and final game, Syracuse, Notre Dame, that's at 4. A loaded slate tomorrow right here on ACC Network. Malcolm Huckabee, Jay Alter with you. Isaiah Wong, Ellis leading the way. Great backcourt matchup in this game. And credit Louisville showing a lot of fight on the road.
They are, and again, when they've executed, not turned the ball over, they've had some good ball movement. And you said it, Ellis really scoring the ball early for Louisville at a high clip.
Wide open 3. Knocked down. Jalen Withers cuts the lead in half for Miami.
And Jay, that's what you want when you come out of a timeout. I saw them work on that same play at shoot-around this morning. A great execution. And then the screen, I think that's the under-talked about piece of that. The screening and that play really was on point to free up the shooter.
Ellis back-to-back baskets for Louisville, and just like that, it's a one-point game.
He is in his whole bag early. My goodness, mid-range game on point. That's a tough little floater that time over to D. He made it look easy with one hand.
Favor Ire into the game. Limited minutes this season for Miami, and that one way off the mark. Louisville looking for their first lead of the game, and they get it through Ellis. A 7-0 Cardinals run in the last minute, and Louisville is leading on the road against top 20 Miami.
The last thing Kenny Payne said to his team when they broke from shoot-around this morning, when they were in their huddle, he said, we have an opportunity to knock off a top 20 team. Let's stay focused and keep the same energy.
Withers right to the rim, through traffic, It's a 9-0 Louisville run. Who could have predicted this when Miami went out 10-0 early? 3-21 Louisville has battled back to take a 3-point lead. Miller can't tie it up. It falls to Pack. He pulls the trigger. Can't connect from the corner. Third time's the charm. Jordan Miller, perfect position for the foul.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times. And again, the athleticism. Not a great block out by Louisville. And right now, again, we got ourselves a game. Louisville on the road, playing really well.
These next 3 minutes to finish this first half, so crucial for this Louisville team. Tapped around, kicked out to Wong. Ellis not giving him an inch, and that's Wong's first miss of the night.
Well, Jay, the defensive intensity for Louisville, they're contesting shots, and then they're blocking out on this last 3 to 4 minute stretch. It's been a physical game, and then the execution on this end really has been good.
Inside, Roosevelt. Wheeler misses the layup. Foul called against Wheeler, a frustration foul after the missed layup. But Louisville using a 13-2 run. And they have poked in front with 2:31 to go in this first half.
Auto Owners protects your home.
Louisville holds the lead, and Ellis is the reason why, Malcolm Huckabee.
I mean, he's got it going really early. 15 points, 3 of 5 from the three-point line. He scored at all 3 levels. He is so quick. And then his mid-range game, that time off the reverse pivot, giving it a little bit too small. But this area right here, if he starts knocking down threes, then you have to get up on him. He is so explosive, and then his ability to raise up over people and score into paint is what makes him a handful. You look at what he's done in the last 10 games. He's averaging 17 points per game, and I think the improved shooting numbers. But the biggest thing Kenny Payne said is that his turnover numbers have been down in that stretch.
Yeah, the first meeting earlier this year between these two teams, Ellis just 1 of 10 from the floor, 6 turnovers. So he has turned that around in a big way. And Louisville has the lead with 2:20 remaining in this first half. Foul on the floor. You know, it's funny. You can never predict what's going to happen in the ACC. So much parity in the league this year. Obviously a very exciting race atop the ACC. Virginia, Pitt winning today. Miami trying to keep pace. But even a team like Louisville that loses Tuesday night, 91-57 against Pittsburgh. They come out on the road, and they have fought this entire first half.
And similar to how they started the Pitt game before it kind of fell off after the 10-minute mark, they were making plays like this.
Missed the dunk. Everything but the finish from Wheeler. Ellis scoop to the hoop, finally cashes in off the turnover.
Ellis is giving them everything. We got ourselves a hard battle going on, and right now Ellis is winning.
Poplar been quiet, hits that free to tie it at 38. Withers trying to answer. Misses the 3, and a foul called on Wheeler. We'll remind you, ACC Unity Week tips off next Saturday. ACC Network basketball doubleheader. Pittsburgh trying to stay atop the ACC. Tough game against Virginia Tech at 5 Eastern, and then Clemson taking on this Louisville team as the stretch run begins for the ACC regular season title. Danny Klein was telling us Louisville next Saturday honoring the 10-year anniversary of the 2013 National Championship team. Our colleague Luke Hancock will be there with Peyton Siva and the rest of that great Cardinals team that cut down the nets 10 years ago.
And what a great run that was. And Luke, our colleague, one of the great guys. That guy could flat out shoot it.
Also played for Jim Larrañaga during the George Mason run.
A lot of history there, but right now, this team, coached by Kenny Payne, again, when you look at these stretches where they play the way they're playing right there, it's hard to put a finger on. Yes, you could talk about the turnovers, some of the defensive breakdowns, but again, when they've not turned the ball over and played with this type of energy on the defensive side, they're a team that can be scary. Coach Larrañaga talked about that. He said, we are not looking past this game. He knows they have some guys when they get hot that can create some problems.
Another turnover, offensive foul call against Kamari Lads. His first. Miami's poked in front right at the end of the first half, taking back the lead and looking for more. There's Nijel Pack. Flying through the lane. How did he get that to go? Shot clock is off. Louisville can take it down to the final shot of the half. Here's Lands, great pump fake, and he hits the three to make it a one-point game headed into halftime.
What a first half this was. Ellis scoring, making plays. Miami is in a fight at home against this Louisville team.
Well, we were just talking about Luke Hancock. He's in the studio with Joel Berry.
This year is not putting together a full 40. Let's see if they can close out the second half.
Miami with leading at halftime under Jim Larrañaga, an impressive 179-29. It's only a one-point lead, but this is a Miami team that wants to continue to string wins together as they chase an ACC regular season title. Foul called. Send Uga Poplar to the line.
Jay, the other number in that first half, Miami had 10 points off of turnovers. Now you look at it and you say, all right, that's a lot of points. Louisville only had 5 turnovers in the first half. They averaged 15 for the season. That's been a problem area for them, but I think the biggest thing is they were live ball turnovers, and Miami turned those in to three-pointers on the other end and got some points. And, you know, again, you take away those 10 points in the first half, and they're leading.
You come off that huge win against Duke, 81-58, and then you look ahead perhaps to another big Monday matchup on the road in Chapel Hill. You wonder if the Hurricanes had a little bit of a look ahead in that first half and now could be dialed in the second half. So D. Curry trying to answer. Couldn't muscle it to the rim. Miami in transition. Nijel Pack, easy lay-in.
Well, this is key right here for both teams, in particular Louisville on the road. First 5 minutes of the second half. I think it's going to say a lot to see if they're going to stick around in this game. This right here, again, imbalance. Kenny Payne talked about transition defense against this Miami club. That time, again, not too many guys back for Louisville and giving Miami a pretty easy look.
Here's Curry, 5 seconds to shoot. Inside to J.J. Traynor, turnaround. Nice low post move from J.J. Traynor with the shot clock winding down.
I've been impressed with J.J. Traynor. Again, he's got great length. You're not blocking that little jump hook right there. And that's an unselfish play by Curry.
Time Traynor called for the foul, trying to defend Isaiah Wong, who was really quiet at the end of that first half. Scoreless in the last 11 minutes after connecting on his first 5 shot attempts of the night.
Man, I think it's still more, speaking with Jim Larrañaga and the staff, him being more of a facilitator and not necessarily hunting for his shots. Again, he had it going early. As you can see in the first 9 minutes, 11 points, he was perfect. And then credit Louisville. They took him out of it. I said Percy Miller denied him a couple of times, trying to take the ball out of his hand. Again, I think that's a good game plan if you're Louisville. When he gets it going, let somebody else try to score, and that actually worked to close out the last 10 minutes of that first half.
In our conversation with Kenny Payne, he said it's simple. This fan base deserves fight. Louisville showed that fight in the opening 20 minutes. Could they keep it going as Miami has the lead at 5? Foul on the floor before the Mike James bucket. I know it's only 5 points, but this is a bit of a danger zone for Louisville, right? You do such a good job getting back in the game, trailing by 10, making it 1 point at halftime. You can't let Miami now start stringing together defensive stops and then cashing in on the other end.
Yeah, and defensively, that's where it all starts for them. But he said part of that is having good offensive possessions where we don't turn it over. And that's
right on cue.
Now, if you're, again, you don't want to turn the ball over, but if you're going to do it, obviously don't make it a live ball where you allow Miami to go down and get points in transition with an easy bucket. At least this time you get a chance to set your defense up. Looks like they're going to zone Louisville, trying to give Miami a different look. Key thing, out of the zone, you must find the shooters.
Miller dumps it down low. There it is again, Norchad Omier. He's been rocking the rim all night.
And that's all set up, Miami to passing, but again, they're spread out Louisville on defense because you have to respect and get out on those shooters. Great zone offense by Miami.
Ellis, a one-man scoring machine. He had 17 in the first half. Poor transition defense, wide open 3, and Wong makes him pay.
That's just a breakdown. Again, that's not Miami really doing anything spectacular other than running their transition offense. You have to recognize the shooters.
Withers, great individual effort. Louisville doing a really nice job on the offensive end, shooting 59% from the floor. They just need stops.
Kenny Payne said it, and he said it multiple times this afternoon in shoot-around. You cannot trade buckets with Miami.
That's what these two teams are doing right now. Poplar, second chance effort, left it short. Norchad Omier foul.
And this right here, again, this is how you break down the zone. Beautiful pass by Miller, and then Omier almost ripped the rim again, and that's beautiful body control by Miller. Jay, I think this guy right here at the line has been really a game changer for Jim Larrañaga and this Miami squad.
A couple of weeks ago, we asked Jim Larrañaga for a player comparison on Norchad Omier. No hesitation, Kenneth Fareed. I don't know where he pulled that name from, but it's so accurate.
It is, and he said, look, his pursuit of the basketball on the offensive and defensive glass, he's like, the only thing I can say is just relentless. And he is one of the better rebounders, not just in the ACC, but in college basketball. Watch him go up and try to get every rebound.
Okorafor gathers, puts it up and in. And Miami can't get a stop right now to extend this lead. Louisville keeps punching back The Cardinals have made 3 in a row. Poplar, the blow-by, offensive foul. They say Poplar hooked J.J. Traynor. So it'll be Louisville basketball trailing by 6, hanging tough on the road against top 20 Miami. Well, it has been a crazy Saturday in the ACC, full of fun finishes, and the only place to get you caught up is right after us on Nothing But Net right here on ACC Network. Kelsey and the crew will break down all the games from today and tell you about the week to come. It's an awesome ACC title race. Miami trying to keep pace atop the ACC with Virginia and Pittsburgh, but also nationally, Huck. You see that net of 30. How do you think Miami's resume stacks up when it comes to March?
Yeah, I think it's really good. And, again, I wouldn't be surprised. Look, they went on a deep run last year in the NCAA tournament. Similar team. There's some similarities. Obviously, Isaiah Wong, back from that team.
That's a goal, Ted. Count the basket.
But to answer your question and to add on it, look, they have a very strong team. Again, they almost played 4 guards to go along with Omier. And again, they're a team that can spread you out offensively and shoot the 3 ball. And you take a look at the quality wins. Look, Virginia, Providence, Rutgers, all teams that are quality teams are going to have some opportunities to add to that as well, too, closing out this ACC season.
6 quad 1 wins. I think that'll help separate Miami's resume. Wouldn't be surprised if they sneak to a 3 or a 4 seed. Woo! Bensley Joseph off the bench. And he's blown this game open. It's an 11-point Hurricanes lead, largest of the night. Jim Larinaga can't believe the call.
And Jay, I think this right here what has changed. Their defensive pressure has picked up. Jim Larinaga not happy with that call. But I think the thing that's different from last year's team to this year's Miami team, I think their bench is much stronger. Now, again, they've been quiet in this game. They've only really produced 4 points. As the fans take a look at the replay, they're going to add on to the boos. But I think they're a much deeper team this year, this Miami team. And certainly that is a luxury every coach wants, to be able to go at least 8 or 9 deep into their rotation.
They say Joseph was out of bounds, is back on the end line. We told you this is the danger zone for Louisville. They got down 5, and now, just like that, it's an 11-point lead for Miami. Cardinals fans have seen a similar script all season, just a few minutes that lapse. Those are the ones you need to make to stay in it, and Jalen Withers does just that.
And they've worked that play a couple times now. Again, they're trying to get a shot off of their actions out of bounds underneath. They've executed beautifully.
Miller on the move. Couple of hesitations, but can't get the finish. Got a clean look. Poplar getting in the mix with Okorafor and Ellis. Take another look.
Pretty good collision, but it's been a physical game, and I think Miami trying to do the same thing that Louisville did to them in the first half, and they're trying to deny Ellis the ball. Again, Joseph is a face guarding Ellis. I like this. Get the ball out of his hands. Try to make somebody else score.
Offensive foul. Okorafor, a freshman. That's the right call.
And they're so high on this young man. Kenny Payne and staff really like him, but that's one, again, he'll learn. Cannot move on a screen that time. Really, you're trying to rebuild some momentum, cut into this deficit.
You know, there's a lot of talk about how dominant, we even mentioned in the first half, Wong and Pack are, but when you can bring on guys like Bensley, Joseph, Harlan, Beverly, so deep in the backcourt. In the front court, it's a one-man scoring machine, Norchad Omier. He stays perfect on the night, 6 for 6 after that make.
And Miami has changed their pick-and-roll coverage. They're blitzing hard. They are getting the ball out of Ellis's hands. They're just doubling him, making him give it up.
Kamari lands, shot clock winding down to 1. Okorafor doesn't realize it, and that's a shot clock violation.
And this right here play, look at the seal by Norchad Omier. If he catches it that deep, you're either going to have to foul him or he's going to get 2. A beautifully designed play, all set up though. Miami, their spacing and then the post-entry pass was on point.
Wong into the lane, lost the handle. It'll stay Miami's way.
And that's pretty good defense by Trainer that time against Isaiah Wong. He's got great length, able to bother him. Almost came up with a turnover.
Omier on the move. Muscling to the rim, can't finish. This will go Louisville's way. Anthony Walker checks in for Jim Larinaga. Keep the guys fresh, too. As they go full court pressure, Bensley Joseph creates the turnover. Kamari Lance called for a push-off. Turnover starting to pile up on Louisville.
Yeah, and there's really no need for it. Again, if they're denying Ellis, that's fine. You go grab it and then let him go try to get open on the other end. Just another missed opportunity and lost possession for Louisville.
Cardinals only had 5 turnovers the entire first half. They've already picked up 5 turnovers in the first 7 minutes of this half. Here's Wong. Pull up pop. Usually he is money from that spot. Missed it there. Ellis, who has 19 to his name today. Lands, spinning his way free and connects.
I've been impressed both sides. That time, though, Lance, beautiful footwork on the reverse pivot and finish.
Poplar. A ton of space, but can't make Louisville pay. Ellis draws the contact.
And Ellis so shifty. He knows if he goes to the ball, Miami's trapping. So he's faking like he's going to go off of that high ball screen, and he's just blowing by his defender where the help can't get there. Now he's got such a quick change of direction.
Ellis beats everybody to the rim, and he has 21.
Well, that's just speed right there. I mean, Norchad Omier, he's coming out. He's trying to trap him. He just blew by him. Again, he knows he's getting trapped. He's rejected the ball screen a couple times. That time, he just put on the Jets went right down the lane. That's a beautiful finish by Ellis.
Beverly, he can't connect. Battle for the board. Omier has it. Kick out. Pack. Got it! A huge Nijel Pack 3 ignites this Miami team. They lead by 9.
Exactly, not confirmed.
We need to be able to see our kids.
Oh, you'll be able to see them.
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting, it matters where you stay.
So a little ACC trivia for everybody. There's 4 active ACC head coaches that were drafted in the NBA. 2 of them in our game tonight, Kenny Payne and Jim Larrañaga. The other 2, Hubert Davis and Tony Bennett. And I know a lot of people are thinking, okay, we knew about Kenny Payne, obviously won a national championship with Louisville. Jim Larrañaga was drafted? Oh, yes, he was. He was a really good player at Providence, 6th round pick by the Pistons in 1971, back when they had that many rounds. And he was a really good player for Providence. Before that, Archbishop Malloy in Queens, terrific high school basketball player. He's in the Providence College Hall of Fame, and he was telling us some great stories about how he used to ball.
He's got stories for days, and some of those pictures and photos. Coach L had definitely some games, but both these guys are really good players back in the day for their respective schools. And battle going on right here. Again, not too many people thought this game was going to be this close, but Louisville hanging on the road. And I think that's the key word, hanging around. Again, can they try to put together 40 minutes? That has not been the case all season long.
Well, they desperately need a stop, and they can't get one. Pack wide open. It makes the Cardinals pay. Offense has not been the problem. Louisville's shooting 63% from the floor, and yet they trail by 9. Ellis, a friendly roll on the road. You've said it a couple times tonight, Malcolm. It's not good enough to trade buckets. It's good that they're scoring. They just need to string together some stops.
Yeah, ball screens again. Miami runs a lot of handoffs, dribble drives. You have to have a good coverage on that end. They're just giving too many wide open looks to Miami. That's been the issue. Communication is key anytime you're playing against this Miami team.
I know there's a lot of people still out there processing the fact that Jim Larrañaga was a great basketball player. Here's the proof. This is in the NIT, taking on Louisville. Scored 22, dropped 22 on the Cardinals in the 1971 NIT. So they made it to Madison Square Garden and eventually lost to North Carolina.
And he played with a really great player, Ernie D, one of the all-time greats, and Providence as well, too. But again, that memory, he's definitely had some pretty good stories for us this afternoon after shoot-around.
Ellis goes into 3 Miami players and gets it to go. Wow. He's got 25.
I'm not sure he was looking at the basket on that one. Degree of difficulty, my goodness.
And once again, Louisville has cut the lead in half. They trailed by 11 earlier this half. Now only down 5. Pack, step back 3. Contested, and he missed it. Frustrated Jim Larrañaga as Louisville's clawed their way back into this game. Cardinals have made 6 in a row.
Nijel Pack right now denying the ball to Ellis.
They get it to Ellis. Kick out, wide open 3, no good. Second chance opportunity. Trainer denied. Bensley Joseph behind the back, and a hard foul will send Harlan Beverly to the foul line.
You can't ask for a better look, though, on that previous possession. Ellis dribble drive kick out right here, though. Beautiful behind-the-back pass. Great court awareness. And then that's a heads-up play, though, by Louisville to break up of the dunk.
We've seen some amazing fans across the ACC, and now we need your help. ACC Network wants to experience each sport from your perspective, so take a picture or a video, tag it with hashtag #AllTheDevotion, post it to your social, and you might just see it right here on ACC Network. Beverly finally connects on a free throw after 3 straight misses for Miami. Still a 2-possession game. Under 9 minutes left to play. Not a lot. Those people thought this game would be this close, considering what Miami did to Duke on Monday night. Hurricanes trying to turn it on here. Up to Pack. Lays it up and in.
That right there put Miami, I believe, at 18 points off of turnovers. That's really the story of this game, despite Louisville continuing to play really well offensively. And when they don't turn it over, that has not been the problem. It's just really difficult to hang around in games when you're giving up that many points off of turnovers.
Wong feeds Omier, and he lost the handle. Louisville giving Miami everything they can handle. 2-possession game with under 8 to play.
I'm a glitchy white.
What a great ACC title race it is this year. Pittsburgh and Virginia both winning today, so Miami trying to keep pace atop the ACC. They thought it would be easy. Malcolm Huckabee started this game 10-0 in the opening 3 minutes. And credit Louisville. They have just kept chipping away, battling in this game, making Miami earn this 11th ACC win.
I think a lot of eyebrows obviously raised at this score right here, that it's so close, but credit Louisville. They played well offensively in that first half. Ellis got it going. Miami right now, again, I think the biggest thing for them is Ellis. They're going to have to control him, try to keep him out of the paint, force somebody else to score.
Cardinals shooting 62% from the floor. Ellis leads the way with 25. Has the ball here. In attack mode. Misses the layup after splitting 2. 5-on-4 the other way. Ellis finally hustles back. Miller misses the layup. Lobs it inside. Kick to the corner. Withers left it short. Only the second time tonight that Louisville has missed back-to-back field goals. Trying to narrow what's a 2-possession game. Under 7 to play. A foul called against Roosevelt. That's his 4th. Miami already in the bonus, so shooting the rest of the way. One and one coming for Nijel Pack. Miami with a quick turnaround. They'll be in Chapel Hill Monday night, but before that matchup with the Tar Heels, trying to close out Louisville.
Jay, little things like this, again, in this situation, putting a free throw shooter like Nijel Pack on the line, not a good foul. 88% free throw shooter in ACC play.
Makes them both. Louisville shooting 60% from the floor, and yet down 8. James in trouble. Foul called. You can't expect to shoot much better than 60% on the road against a top 20 team. James shooting 2. He's been quiet tonight. Only 5 points to his name.
In his last 10 games, though, he has been playing really well for Louisville. 12 points, shooting 44% from the floor and 43 from the three-point line in these last 10 games. Now Louisville changes up their defense, getting some three-quarter court pressure for Miami.
Wong in trouble, passes out of it. Under 10 to shoot. Wong lines up a 3. Can't connect. Chases it down, gets his own miss. Off to Omier, who's fouled. But how about the hustle from Isaiah Wong?
Right here, 50-50 ball. Wong gets his own rebound right here. That's a great hustle play. Awareness not to step out of bounds. That's just a tough break for Louisville. They got the stop, just unable to get that defensive rebound.
Miami already 14 second chance points tonight. Norchad Omier looking to add to that tally from the foul line. ACC Unity Week tips off a week from today. Next Saturday here on ACC Network. Pittsburgh and Virginia Tech gets things started at 5 Eastern Time. And then Clemson and Louisville at 7. The Cardinals will be honoring their 2013 National Championship team at the KFC Yum Center a week from tonight. Right now battling on the road against top 20 Miami. They fought all night long, but trailed by 8. Trying to close that gap. Under 5 seconds to shoot. James turns around, puts it up. Count it! Plus the foul for the freshman Mike James.
That's just excellent body control right here. Again, reverse it, take the hit, concentration. That's a big-time move by Mike James. And you can see the strategy right now. Miami, they're just getting the ball out of Ellis's hands. They're doubling him anytime he gets a ball screen. And now they're going to try to force somebody else to step up and make a play.
Missed free throw. Each of a 6-point Miami lead. Poplar been quiet tonight. 5 seconds to shoot. Cross-court pass. Joseph has to heave. Missed it. And Louisville with a great chance. Ellis finds James. Open for 3. Misses it. And a foul on the ensuing rebound.
And Jay, that's twice now in this last probably 5-minute stretch. Ellis has made some really good reads. He's drawn so much attention. That time he kicks it out. That's a wide open look for James. Again, they don't make it, but that's an excellent read by Ellis. And again, right here, look, there's 4 Miami defenders around him. That's a wide open look, all created by Ellis, drawing so much attention with his scoring ability, and he's making an unselfish play.
They call the foul against Wooga Poplar, who limps off to the Miami bench. 1-and-1 for Ellis. Makes the front end. Louisville 4 of 6 from the foul line. Take another look at Poplar. Yeah. Clearly in pain on the Miami bench now.
These numbers, though, for Ellis, 27 points, efficient, 11-16 from the floor, 3 of 6 from the three-point line. He's perfect from the free throw line.
Louisville's dialed up the pressure. Norchad Omier, hard foul. And Roosevelt Wheeler, that's his 5th. And Wheeler has fouled out of this game.
Miller has made some nice reads when they've gotten him the ball. Anytime Louisville has pressed or thrown a zone at Miami, Miller has gotten to that free throw line area, and then he's either tried to score or make plays for his teammates like he did on that last play.
So Omier steps to the line. He is a perfect 6 for 6 from the foul line tonight and 6 of 7 from the floor.
And this right here, again, he gets right to the middle of that pressure, and then he's making a read. Actually, really good decision by Miller. And again, they can beat you so many ways, and they have 4 guys out there that are very good passers around Norchad Omier.
Miami has not made a field goal in the last 4 minutes. They've made 7 free throws to keep the lead at 6. Louisville not going away. Okorafor decides to shoot it, misses it.
And that's all set up by Joseph. He just denied Ellis the whole time, face guarded him.
Jim Larrañaga takes a timeout. His top 20 Miami team getting tested, leading by 6. Louisville's been hanging on the road with top 20 Miami. You would never know by watching them tonight, Huck, that they're a 3-21 team. And we were talking during the break. You think it was the early season losses that kind of sent them on this trajectory?
I absolutely think. I think it's something that's really not talked about a lot. But you look at these first 3 games for Louisville, all 1-point losses. And I'll go back to the soundbite that Eric Musselman said about Bellarmine. He's like, I would not ever schedule that team. And, if they win maybe those 3 games that most people think on paper they're supposed to win, then I think it's a different tone. Maybe they're, I think the biggest thing, confidence. But again, hard to put your finger on it when you see them play like this at times against a top 20 team.
Right on cue. Isaiah Wong with a chance for a 3-point play.
This is a great action by Miami. And then on the offensive glass, Miami trying to close this one out at home. Up 8 against Louisville.
I'm a screener.
Talk about nearly enough tonight is how dominant Miami has been in this building this season here at home in a impressive 13-0, could be 14-0, Malcolm.
Yeah, and we spoke with Coach Larrañaga about this, the atmosphere, the home court. They've had some great crowds. The fans have been here. This place gets rocking, and this home team really has rewarded the fans. They have been really good at home.
Never know how the ACC is going to play out. Every game is unpredictable, but that final game of the season against Pittsburgh, which could very well decide the ACC regular season title, is here at home, and undefeated in this building. That could be the difference in who wins the ACC. Ellis off the mark. That's who you want taking the shot, though, for Louisville. He has 27 tonight.
And credit, though, Bensley Joseph. He made him work for that. They face guarded him pretty much the entire possession. Then he has to run off a screen.
Wong misses the finish. And Louisville just 1 for 6 from 3. As Wong's called for the foul, the home fans can't believe it. He thought he picked Ellis's pocket. Take another look.
And I think Ellis put on the brakes right there. Yeah, that's a heads-up move. Right there, again, he pumped the brakes. Yeah, he got him with the body. Again, from that angle right there, Wong definitely hit him with the body. Certainly impacted him losing the ball. Again, you like the effort, but that's not a good foul by Isaiah Wong right there. Again, you don't want to put Louisville on the line and stop the clock.
Ellis now 28 points on the night, 2 shy of his career high.
And Jay, what's been impressive, how efficient he has been. 11 to 17 field goals. But Miami, again, I like the adjustment. They are making him work, and then they're just denying him the ball.
On contact, no call. Pack a deep 3. He buries it. Nijel Pack, some timely big threes, his 4th of the night. And Miami a 10-point lead with under 2:30 to play.
And Jay, that was a fatigue shot. That was probably one of the worst shots in the second half by Ellis, mainly because of the fatigue. He's had to work so hard to get open. Otherwise, again,
from the logo. Oh, he almost got it again. Rolled around, didn't drop. Withers, nothing but the bottom of the net. Cuts it to 7. Timeout, Kenny Payne.
And that's
under 2 minutes of play. We'll step aside. Nijel Pack. Miami's got a 7-point lead. Well, points off turnovers will likely end up being the difference in this game.
It really is. And again, it's unfortunate because Louisville has done some really good things, positive things on the road against this top 20 opponent. But again, I'll go back to the earlier comment. Look, it's the elephant in the room. It's the thing that really has plagued them all season long. The turnover numbers.
This game not over yet. Louisville at 3-21 on the season. They've hung all night long on the road against top 20 Miami. Hurricanes and Wong trying to put them away. Isaiah Wong now has 21 on the night.
And that's a great read by Isaiah Wong. Again, could have easily settled for that first 3. Little head fake, defense running out at you. Easy pull-up jumper for him.
Miami takes it away. We were just talking about points off turnovers. How about 2 more on an alley-oop? Lands Drills the three for Louisville. Credit the Cardinals' fight.
Well, this right here, the problem. Beautiful transition offense off the turnover for Miami. And Beverly with the flush. And Jay, back to the previous possession for Louisville, their last one. If they can bottle that up right there, Ellis breaking down the defense and then kicking it out to wide open shooters. That's a formula for them. Again, when they're doing that, not turning over it, but on the other end of the breakdowns defensively, communication, and then you look at the wide open looks that they've given up in these last 5 minutes off of turnovers, really just tough.
It's the 20 points off turnovers that is so killer for Louisville, a team that their previous season high field goal percentage, 54%, they're well over that at 57% tonight. You shoot 57%, and yet you're down 8. Great press break. Omier slows it down and is fouled. 3 Miami players, including Omier, with 20 or more tonight. Miami dominant at the foul line, 16 of 19. Tomorrow, right here on ACC Network, a monster triple header in women's ACC basketball. Boston College and North Carolina gets things started at noon. And then it's Florida State, Virginia Tech at 2, and Syracuse, Notre Dame at 4. Don't want to miss that tomorrow, right here on ACC Network. That one rolls in for Omier. Louisville has to hurry. Pack called for the foul. Will send Ellis to the line. Ellis with a chance to set a new career high. He has 29 tonight. 30 is the number to beat.
He's got 5 assists in this game and probably could have more. He's given really his teammates some wide open looks from the three-point line. He's drawn so much attention in this game.
And that is a new career high for Ellis. 31 points, impressive individual effort from him. Hoping for a miracle in the final 40 seconds. Could use a turnover. Instead, they found Jordan Miller. This will be frustrating for Kenny Payne because his team played really well offensively tonight. 57% from the floor. Just didn't get enough defensive stops to quite pull off the upset.
Yeah, that would go along with the turnovers. And I think, again, we start talking big picture Miami. They're going to be a team that can go on another NCAA tournament run. I think the other positive for this Miami team, the balance they have, 4 players that average double digits, but their free throw shooting, again, to close games out, they have very good free throw shooters. Jordan Miller on the line, close to 90% from the free throw line. So again, their team can beat you with so many different weapons.
Ellis deep 3. And Miami tested, but will prevail. They'll improve to 20-5 on the season. Another 20-win season for Jim Larinaga. And 11-4 in the ACC. You take a look at that upcoming schedule. Monday, quick turnaround on the road in Chapel Hill on Big Monday.
Yeah, that's going to be a really big game. 2 really good backcourts. And then that matchup of Baycott and Norchad Omier. Get your popcorn ready. That should be a really good battle on the road.
And for Louisville, you fall to 3-22, 1-13 in ACC play. If you only watch these 40 minutes, you would never associate this team with that record. As Ellis continues to battle and fight.
And you're taking a look at really one of the better individual performances that I've seen really all year by Ellis in the ACC. 33 points, 12 of 20 from the floor, perfect from the free throw line. And I think the big thing is, Jay, he made some really good reads in the second half where he was in the lane and then drawing defenders and then kicking it out to his teammates.
Withers drills the three, and Louisville puts up 85 on the road against top 20 Miami, but comes up short. Hurricanes win it. Pack, Wong, Omier all score over 20. 20 wins now for Jim Larinaga and his Hurricanes team, and they stay in this very tight ACC title race. Pittsburgh, Virginia, Miami all winning today. That is going to be a fun finish to the regular season to see who wins the ACC. For Malcolm